Hi guys! Welcome back to another speed art video. I hope everyone's having a very good holiday season. By the way, sorry if the mic sounds different. I was using one that I borrowed from my brother up until recently, but now I finally have my own. I know it's not as good as the other one, but this one is actually mine, so I'm pretty happy about that. So I really was umming and ahhing about what I wanted to draw next on my channel, and I had a couple ideas in mind for some art throws, but nothing really felt right for December. I guess it's the Christmas vibes that are making me feel like I should draw something Christmas or snow related, you know? So in the end, I decided that for this video, I wanted to draw a little winter scene of Sans and Frisk from my favorite game, Undertale. Okay, chop chop, remember to like, subscribe, and follow my socials in the description below. Now let's get on to the drawing, because Jesus Christ, this always takes so long. So, I know you're probably wondering, why Undertale character is artsy? But I've had this idea on the back burner for a while now. Undertale is actually one of my all-time favorite games, and I really mean it when I say that. This game meant a lot to me, and I was obsessed with it for 6 months straight solid after its drop back in 2015. I don't actually have a lot of favorite games, and I don't know if that's because I'm picky or if I'm just not that big into games in general. That might be it, but that's besides the point. I can still enjoy a really good one anyway. So, I played Undertale upon its release, and I had no idea what it was about. I had seen some hype around it, but my experience back then was that my older brother just booted up the game for me and insisted that I play it. I've always been a big fan of the RPG Maker genre of games. I grew up watching small Let's Players on YouTube play games like Ib, Corpse Party, Mad Father, Yume Nikki, The Witch's House, and oh my god, Ao Oni is probably what started my interest in this genre in the first place. And I knew Undertale was kind of in this genre too, so I was pretty excited to play it. But oh my god, none of those RPG Maker games could have ever prepared me for the masterpiece that is Undertale. I've never been so blown away and invested in a story like Undertale before. By the way, I'm just gonna show this clip of me redoing the hair even though I finished it once over. It just came out too clean and sharp, not fluffy enough, so I went ahead and tried again. Sometimes there's no harm in doing so. Plus, it did come out nicer, so I'm glad. Anyway, back to Undertale. So, the game never failed to surprise me, and when I looked deeper into the game outside of my own playthrough and I looked online and saw everybody else's experience with it, I was so floored with the attention to detail. You could really see the love put into this game. By the way, if you haven't played the game yet, what are you doing? You should really give it a try. Spoilers on the game will be present past this point, just as a warning. I know the game has been memed on a lot, and it's gotten a lot of hate from the fanbase being toxic and, well, less than savory. But when I reminisce back to the simple times where I'd eagerly be waiting for the next episode of Jacksepticeye's playthrough after I finished my own, I was so excited to see his reaction and the community's reaction, reading the comments and the support for his series and my love for the game at the time. It was just such a positive memory, and I still treasure it to this day. Undertale didn't only give me good feelings though, and that's why I love it so much. It made me question my morals as a person and an individual, and I wanted to make the right decisions playing, even though it's just a game without consequence, right? That's not how I felt though, and that's not how the game was designed to make you feel. And that's what made it so different from anything I've ever played before. And okay, I know there's probably lots of other creators on YouTube that have talked about this topic before, but here's my short and sweet version of why I think this game's so special. So what was fascinating to me about Undertale is that it breaks down the normal experience of playing a video game. Undertale directly calls attention to your existence, the user behind the screen. It's a fourth wall break, and those aren't new, but this game calls attention to you not in a comedic sense, but in a more sinister way. When you've made a mistake, say you kill off a character and you think you shouldn't have done that, you reset your data and you go back and try again, but you're only to be confronted with one of the characters literally saying, "I know what you did." Nothing else changes in the game, and you're just left with this guilt moving forward. And Undertale continues to punish the user for their choices, and this happens even outside of playing the game itself. I was so shocked when I was watching gameplay footage of Undertale on YouTube, and one of the in-game characters insulted people like me who are curious enough to watch gameplay but too scared to try it ourselves. These are the things that made me love the game, and I can't even get into detail about how well designed it is with its intent to directly mess with the user behind the screen. And I barely even talked about everything else that's wonderful about this game. It's so cool! Anyway, I know I went on a lot about Undertale, but even this is only a small piece of my feelings toward the game. Not so much of a tutorial video now, is it? My bad, sorry. The Billie Eilish video that I made before this has much more info on my art process, if you're interested. I hope you guys don't mind me just spewing my thoughts occasionally. Actually, you know what? I started seriously digitally painting during the time that I loved Undertale, so many of my first artworks were characters from the game. It's funny to look back at now, but I can put up some cute old digital drawings of mine from 2016. I guess I can say I owe it to Sans for kicking my butt into starting my art career. This drawing wasn't anything too fancy. It was more of a little break for me just to paint mindlessly and have some fun creating. I hope you guys enjoyed it nonetheless though. And here's the finished art piece. I actually really wanted to draw Azrael, but the 3 characters might have been too much, so just a little snow Azrael is enough to satisfy me. Let me know if you actually want to see me draw him, because I still kind of have an itch for it. And thanks so much for watching this far into the video. I've said this so many times, but it really means a lot to me that you guys are here. Have a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, and I'll see you soon. Give me a second, guys. This is not the best setup. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, okay, there we go.